Hey everybody, this is Keith, and I wanted to talk about something very important. I was just on my Facebook not too long ago, and I was reading this article about this pastor in Sacramento who basically was praising the the shooter in the Orlando terrorist attack that happened a few days ago, and it makes me wonder about the the state of Christianity and religion, which to me I think is really a really low state right now, to my opinion. Because let me tell you something, there are a lot of these fake ass Christians and fake ass, religious people who go around spewing this hate, calling for the death of people who are homosexuals and believing that they deserved this attack. I mean, what the hell are these people preaching in the church these days that they have to act so fucked up? You know what I mean? It makes me sick to my stomach to know that there are some people who are preaching in the churches talking about the execution of people they don't agree with. And that is not what being a person of God or a so called person of God is all about. You are everything against what God is about. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. I have friends who are atheists, and I will tell you the truth. I respect them wholeheartedly for being atheists because they don't want to live with that feeling that they have to believe in something that may not be there, and that's their choice. And sometimes atheist people can teach you about loving and caring one another because they don't have to read the Bible to care about one another. They don't have to go to church to care about one another. You know, they don't have to believe all the religious, rhetoric and propaganda to be the kind of person that they've strived to be. And you have all these people here spewing all this crazy hate all around that it's almost scary. It almost makes you fearful because you don't know what's going to happen next. People committing these crimes based on their own, religious feeling, and hearing all this religious rhetoric that goes on. It's really disappointing. And it's weird that most of these people who are spewing hate, a lot of these religious people, even these clergy people who are saying this kind of stuff are actually people who are minorities as well, which is disappointing because you would think, why would a marginalized group of people talk about another marginalized group of people? And I especially want to get on also the black community. When it comes to church, when it comes to religion, y'all are the biggest hypocrites ever when it comes to the church and bashing people because of their lifestyle. I'm going to say it here, y'all are a bunch of fucking hypocrites because you want to preach the word of God, you want to preach the word of love, but when it comes to somebody and their lifestyle, you just want to bash them, you just want to say mean things, you want to say things that are unbecoming of a Christian. And it makes me question your faith in God. Is it about having that personal relationship with God, or is it about you being so extreme about how everybody else is that you can't even understand yourself? And I think that's what most extremists are. It's all about what they want, and if people don't believe in what they believe in, they there's things are bound to happen. And there's a lot of hypocrisy in the world, and especially in the church. We've seen a lot in the news about these anti-gay politicians, these anti-gay religious pastors and preachers and everything. But at the end of the day, you know what happens? A lot of these guys are getting caught in activities with like, into gay activity, and a lot of these people are getting arrested for possession of child pornography or lewdness with a child. I mean, and cheating on their wives, and I mean, gadzooks. I mean, that's crazy. And I have something I want to read real quick. That there was this guy on Twitter. He was basically reading off all these verses that people really don't pay attention to because they're so attentive on this whole, this whole homosexuality is a sin crap, And so I'm going to read some of them off very quickly. A few of them are: lying is an abomination. People fucking lie all the time. Eating unclean, things like pork, if you eat ribs, yep. Shellfish, it's in Leviticus. Wine and liquor in Proverbs. Divorce and cheating, thou shalt not commit adultery. 1 Corinthians, masturbation. Timothy chapter 2, wearing jewelry. Leviticus, tattoos, we've already talked about that. Also says Leviticus 19, mixed fabrics, which is also talking about. Also in that same chapter of Leviticus, haircuts or beard trimming. So, everyone gets haircuts. Everyone gets beard trimming, even though we're really not supposed to. So in Leviticus chapter 3, anyone who eats steak or burger, basically cow meat. And people have the audacity to say that this sin is bigger than all the other ones. So I'm going to make this very loud, very clear. All you holy rollers, all you Bible thumpers, all you fucking street preachers, shut your fucking hypocritical fucking asses up, because you have no right to be telling people how to live their life when you do the same fucking things that are in here. Okay? Leave that shit alone. Okay? Let people live their lives and mind your own fucking business. Okay? So, because, you're a fucking hypocrite. Plain and simple. No way around it.